Stop. Don't kill someone. This weekend alone, 3 people died on our roads this weekend. This weekend, 3 people died. It's not hard. Just don't get into a car. The problem is that if you pick up another DWI, from now on, you're facing a 3rd-degree felony. You're looking at 2 to 10 in the penitentiary. And I don't know if they can use that intox assault conviction to enhance you to an even further penalty, a further consequence. I mean, that's why I'm asking you. I don't know. I know misdemeanors, but the problem is that with a felony conviction, they can use it to enhance punishment. Perhaps it's a 15 to life next time you pick up another DWI. I don't know. But do you want to take that risk? That's the problem. I mean, imagine all this that you've suffered now, and we're here yet again. What's it going to take? A death? Well, I know you say no. Everybody says no. If I had 1 strand of hair for every time you pick up a second DWI, it's $6,000. Do you understand? Yes. And a minimum of 30 days in jail. Get the clue.
Miguel?
How many do we have?
Good
morning, sir.
Good morning.
Do you have a lawyer today?
No, sir. No, Your Honor.
You have the ability to hire a lawyer?
I do. The only thing is, they're way more expensive than it would be to just pay off what I owe the county.
I mean, how much does he owe? It's a theft by check.
$141 in the, oh wait. So 1 check was written for $1,377.63, and then 1 was written for $141.13.
HEB?
The tax assessors, Harris County tax assessor.
Okay. I'll give you a lawyer today. That way you don't have to just start wasting a bunch of money. Do you mind appointing a lawyer?
Yes.
So just hang tight. I'll give you a lawyer here momentarily. Okay?
I'll get on this side a little bit.
Yeah.
Right this way.
Did you put an offer on the case?
There is no offer on the case
Do
yet.
you mind?
Yeah.
Please. Good morning, Mr. Wilson. Do you have a lawyer today?
She just reached back to me this morning, so she told me she's gonna contact me this evening when she get done with court.
Hired her?
I just got in touch with her. Like, I've been reaching out to her, but she just responded.
Okay. Do you want more time?
Yeah.
Okay. Head on over to Victoria. We'll give you more time. Hi, ready?
I just sent you an email on that. Tanya?
You replied?
Yeah. We had addressed it before. Yeah, it was, you sent him to get a drug test on the first BVR. And then it came back positive for opioids, I think. And they said they wanted to send it to a lab. I provided a list of the medications. And then they submitted that second BVR with all that stuff and saying that he did provide his list of medications.
For who?
Janelle.
Oh, Montanel?
Yes. Yes.
Is it Montanel?
Yeah. Montanel's master.
Yeah, so we were waiting for the lab results to come back and they have come back. They have.
We knew there was a presumptive positive.
Is that presumptive?
Here, she's testing positive for alcohol, though, right?
No. Just opioids. It's a he.
Oh, I was thinking someone else. But one of those that she's taking tests positive for.
I think several of them do. And just a presumptive look at it, when I first looked at it, it was the antipsychotic ones that would give false tests, as far as that's concerned.
Is there just no one at pretrial that can address
None of
this?
us that go.
Not you guys. I know you, but there's no like.
No, we would have to, not even our drug technicians. I reached out to my supervisor regarding it. And to confirm that, we'd have to get someone who's certified or someone from Abraham.
Okay, I'll speak to you now then. Let me reply to all you guys, and then I'm gonna bring someone else in as well. Let's see. So I'll send this email, and we'll just stay in touch, and then we'll see what they say.
Okay.
I'm gonna reach out to the higher ups to see, hey, do we have any? I mean, I can't believe that we don't have anyone that would be able to.
To say one way or the other.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm trying to pull up the picture I have, but it won't pull up for some reason. But yeah, there are I think 1 or 2 of the medications that he takes can give presumptive false positives.
If that's the case, then of course we're not gonna dig in.
Right.
See.
Okay. So do you want to leave them on for Friday, or do we want to just hold off?
Let's hold up for
Okay.
the original date for now. Let me see what.
See what they come. Okay. All right. Sounds good.
She's already. She can handle. Hi. Look,
Happy Monday?
yeah. Apparently you sent my client to go pee somewhere.
She didn't like to go
I
on
didn't want to
call.
be crass, but that's the fact.
No results, that judge, she hasn't provided a sample yet.
We've had a lot of history with her.
I saw that. I got emails on Friday about it.
Had, quite a bit of history.
Third bond violation. I saw that. Do you want me to recite it out of my memory?
That, we've had quite a bit of history. Does she not have a prior case with us too? Is this,
She's 21. I don't think she does.
No, it's just this
is
case.
this the one where there was an issue with a boyfriend and?
There is a boyfriend in the car, and the really interesting thing about this is like the police officers did a full felony stop on a DWI with guns drawn, making them get out. It's kind of weird.
Capital?
It was really strange. I'm watching it going like,
Capital DWI?
that's what it was. Of course, it was like precinct 4-ish. Everything up there could be a capital in their minds, And so I don't know what you want to do with this judge.
Just don't want her using, that's it.
I get you.
That's all I want. I want to ensure that she's not. So,
Judge, and then also we have the ignition interlock that she's not driving, so we're not monitoring her. By any means, because she had the portable at first, we had portable violations, so then she revoked. Then she provided proof that she had gotten her vehicle fixed, so we swapped her over to the ignition interlock. The ignition interlock is not being used.
so let's see how it goes today. And then I'm gonna random her again. So, if she tests positive, then we'll see. I don't know.
I mean, do you want me to wait? I'm perfectly willing to do that.
Oh, and then I'll get a hold of you. Or you know what? I don't have your new number. Do you mind?
Yes. Give me my new work number. My old number is still the same.
Oh, is it really? Then hold on.
You have it for sure.
Yeah, I know. If it's the same one, then don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's the same.
5-6?
Which I don't give that out to anybody. That's me. That is me.
Okay, so I'll text you. And then
But do you want me to come back if there's an issue?
you can always Zoom.
Huh? Okay,
Zoom.
perfect. I'm gonna go straight to my office.
Go. Hi, Joe. How are you?
John was asked by according to Courtroom Espinosa. This is on the docket, PWI case, clients here. We are still waiting to hear about whether PTI is going to be approved on this.
Everything's in, Judge. We're just waiting to hear back about the approval.
Okay. I guess let's give it a week, Joe.
Okay, sir.
If it's approved, I'll waive, and then we'll sit you off like a couple weeks for you guys to get the contract, get the, portable and all that jazz. If it's denied, it's got to be here so it's.
Okay. Well,
Yeah?
thank you.
Okay, for sure. Have fun. Ready?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Yeah. What's up?
I am here on Mr. Mark Gurley's case, who's on docket today, Judge, Gurley. And initially, I'll wait till you find it, Your Honor.
Thanks. Burley.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I see it.
So initially, I had brought up some concerns that I had with the accuracy of the DIMS report and accuracy of the information that was being alleged within the four corners of the probable cause hearing information, I guess. And so you had set
As
this.
far as probable cause?
Right, yeah, as
You
far
want
as
to redo probable cause?
Well, we had heard probable cause, and within the four corners of the DIMS, you had found that there was probable cause for the case to continue. But the issue that I had,
Want to do it again?
well, I mean, I'm just kind of bringing you up to speed again, Your Honor, because I know it's been a few weeks. So the issue that I had raised at that time was I did not believe that that was accurate. The state had conveyed videos to us about, what the officer had seen from the dash camera perspective. And so I had issues with the accuracy of what was contained within the DIMS. I've spoken to the state this morning, and she said that she's reaching out to the police officer to find out, I guess his side of the story is my understanding. I don't want to speak for the state.
I've watched the camera footage. I just want to speak to the officer before we make any decisions on the case.
The issue.
The issue is that from what I can see, I don't want to get into the facts of the case right now in front of you, Judge, too much, but,
Then don't.
right.
Then don't. Just do what you need to do.
Right.
It's only 25 days old.
Sure.
I just emailed him today. Yeah. I think a
Is that a
regular
whole
read.
week?
Yeah.
Is
Sure.
that-
It's a very new case. If I can get maybe a couple of weeks, Judge, I've got.
I mean, you can have as much as you want.
Sure.
It's up to you.
Yes, sir.
I guess if you just set it, if you need me to do another probable cause hearing, I'm happy to do it.
Sure.
If there's something that has come to your attention that's not right in the DIMS, I'm happy to hear it and we'll redo probable cause. I'm happy to do it at any time.
And maybe the state's conversation with the officer will clarify all of this and then.
Yeah, absolutely.
All
Okay,
right. All right. Thank you.
I'll grant it for you.
Thank you, Rob.
Okay.
Excuse me. Thank you.
Hi, Judge. How are you?
Ah,
Good to see you,
it's been
Holly.
such a long time.
I know, I'm back.
What's new?
I have
Thanks for the warning.
kids. How are your kids?
And maintenance.
How old now? How old?
14,
Oh.
12, 9, 3.
There's 12 or 14 girls?
Well, a boy and a girl. We put them to work.
A real girl?
Girl.
God bless you in every way there is.
She's great.
Your life.
I love it. I'd have more if I had money.
Real girl, it's just you and.
She's so sweet. Great.
We've been there. We were 12-year-old, 13-year-old, 14-year-old girls.
It was supposed to rough for a 12-year-old.
They're hard.
It's okay.
They come out of it.
Yeah. You can't just give it time, patience, you know?
And Miss Bookman, who's not on your docket,
Okay.
she was here on Friday and she's hired me on a DWI. And she has 2 trips planned and she has to do UAs. One is out of the country, one is not. How do you handle that?
So typically, if they're out, we have them, if they're in the United States, we have them go to like a quest, wherever they are.
Okay,
They get called on to do
Okay.
this. Get the results so you get to us, we're happy.
okay.
If they're out of the country, how long?
She'll be out of the country for 5 days.
So let
Puerto Rico?
let her know, her,
Yeah, it's her.
let her know not to use. She's gonna get tested as soon as she gets back,
Okay.
just so that she knows.
Okay. Okay,
So
Perfect.
just let Alicia know about the dates so that, for the out-of-country ones, so they know not to call.
okay, perfect.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
then,
it.
thank you.
Okay.
Shit. Thank you.
Have fun. Hi, Shrey.
2-5.
I'm just here for Mario. He's got Christopher Torres, who is surrendering himself today. I believe papers are filed and everything. But he had, and I'm a little unclear on the details because I wasn't here, but he had brought an AA log that I believe you were gonna, if he had shown you. that
Well,
was-
no. I said be creative with what, and I would consider waiving
Sure.
the fee.
And so he's given me an AA log. All right, give it to the court. All the times he had gone, he'd gone almost every day. There were some wildfires that he had to be evacuated from. So that's the only day or a couple of days he missed. Torres, and Mario's off picking a jury across the street. Otherwise, he'd be here himself.
The reason I had the problem is because he has a prior intox assault where there's like, and now we have another second.
Understood.
So that's the problem I had. And I was hoping more than just 11 just classes.
I understand.
Okay, here, let me give that back to you. Christopher Torres, come up. So, Mr. Venus, correct me if I'm wrong.
Sure. Yes, Judge. Yes, sir. Be as much of a help as I can.
On a sentence of 10 years in prison, probated for 10, can that be used on a third degree to enhance to a 15 to life?
If the probation is successfully completed, no, for enhancement purposes. It could be for jurisdictional purposes, to make under 4904 or whatever it is, to make it would count as a previous conviction for those purposes, just like an assault family member, even a deferred adjudication would count to make a second.
My curiosity stems from because with his intox assault, he was sentenced to 10 years, probated for 10 years, and it looks like he may have completed successfully, but it's still a felony conviction, right?
Correct, but it's not, you can't use it to enhance punishment ranges, essentially. It could be a jurisdictional paragraph, but not an enhancement paragraph, if that makes sense.
My concern, Mr. Torres, is you're now pleading guilty to this DWI second. The problem is that if you pick up another DWI, from now on, you're facing a third degree felony. You're looking at 2 to 10 in the penitentiary. And I don't know if they can use that intox assault conviction to enhance you to an even further penalty, a further consequence. I mean, that's why I'm asking you. I don't know. I know misdemeanors, but the problem is that with a felony conviction, they can use it to enhance punishment. Perhaps it's a 15 to life next time you pick up another DWI. I don't know. But do you want to take that risk? That's the problem. I mean, imagine all this that you've suffered now, and we're here yet again. What's it going to take? A death? Well, I know you say no. Everybody says no. If I had one strand of hair for every time, I'd have a nice looking head of hair. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. What are we doing?
Oh, let me get this.
You're giving up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law, and you give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, it will go on your record. It will be there forever. And I'm telling you now, your record, it's not a good thing. You get pulled over, even with the faintest smell of alcohol, you're going to be charged with a felony. Do you understand? I wouldn't, even if you've had a sip of alcohol, I wouldn't get into a car. So he goes in today?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm going to waive the fee because you're going into jail now. So I'm not going to tack it on, but stop. Don't kill someone. This weekend alone, 3 people died on our roads this weekend. This weekend, 3 people died. It's not hard. Just don't get into a car. How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty, sentence you to 50 days in jail. I'll give you credit for the 2 days that you've done. I'm going to suspend your license for 1 year. Do not drive until you get a license, and then we'll take him into custody now, and I'm going to roll your court costs so you won't do anything. All right?
Thank you, Judge.
Good luck. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Great to see you, man.
You too, Judge.
So serious.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
Morning, Judge.
Hi, Judge. Same old. We're here on Miss Gillis.
Thought I had it open. I closed it. All right. So Judge, she's one out of Pennsylvania for theft by deception, false impression.
False impression.
So this one will be asking for no bond on the extradition because over the course of 6 times, she stole $780,000 from an elderly, and it shows from the hit that she's an international flight risk with a non-American passport.
That's the first time I've heard that. An international flight.
That's what it
flight
shows
risk.
on the
Is
hit.
Interpol involved?
Well, so that's why I was surprised because this was a DHS referral. I was kind of surprised there wasn't a nice hit because she's not a citizen and it shows. So I don't know.
The bond?
Check.
I want a PR bond.
PR bond. Okay, so let's bring her out, please. Gillis, if you don't mind. Yeah. Joe, you want to talk to me while we wait? Ms. Gillis.
Yes.
Good morning. So your lawyer is asking for me to set you a bond. I don't know. I've never met you before, and I have about 5 minutes to get to know who you are, to see whether it would be right to set you a bond. I have no idea what you're charged with, but the problem is that you are an inherent flight risk because you're wanted out of another jurisdiction. There's a warrant in some other state, and we got you here. Michigan.
Your Honor, around October 31st, 2023, it's alleged out of Pennsylvania that this now defendant manipulated a bank to over 6 transactions, cause a total loss of $780,000 to an elderly individual from the retirement fund. There has been regarding the affidavit, when speaking with the complainant, states that the checks for the individual were mailed out to her name with the corresponding physical address. On notification from DHS, it shows that she is an international flight risk, and due to those factors, the state would be opposed to a bond for the extradition.
Why would the Department of Homeland Security say that she's an international flight risk?
I'm not sure. I can reach out to them, but obviously if I reach out to them I can reach out to DHS and ask why. I only get the notification, and so I haven't spoken with an individual. But
What other criminal history does she have?
she does not have any others, just the 6 incidents arising from this affidavit.
I can clarify.
Please.
Possible. I believe they think she's an inherent flight risk because they arrested her at an airport on a connecting flight, which sounds terrible, doesn't it? You're thinking, oh, she's leaving the country.
Really? Was she headed out of the country?
No, really, she was going to Jamaica. She's from Jamaica. She comes back and forth for business. She's got an H2B, something about H visa. And her father is a US citizen. Here's the kicker, Judge. She gave birth January 30th of 2025.
Okay.
She's breastfeeding. So when our lovely county got her, they said, too bad, so sad. She's been in custody for 4 days. They've refused to give her access to a pump. She has asked for a heating pad to do it herself. They've only given it to her 2 times.
I mean, we'll see about. reach out
I
to
just think
medical.
this is.
Don't worry about that. I'll reach out to medical.
That
and
is
see what-
insane.
Yeah, I know, it
But,
sucks.
Like
And
6
that can
days
happen.
later, and I'm like, she was clearly arrested with her child, okay, so it's not like she's lying. But I just think because of that, let's add some other things, because that by itself is like, oh, that sucks for you, right? But it's a 2B. It's not like she's a flight risk. It's not like she's a failure to appear. I get that it's like a theft by deception because of some bank mailing thing. She's never given an opportunity to go turn herself in. So I think that considering the fact she's never had an opportunity to turn herself in, this is not where she's just like running the country. She comes here back and forth. Her child is born here. Her father lives here. Connected with the fact that she has some problems going on now with her 1-month-old that she's going to have to figure out. I'm asking for a PR bond. I'm asking to give her a chance. We've already done her wrong.
Before I give her a PR bond, I would like you to figure out why they're saying that.
With the international flight risk?
Yeah.
I'm more than willing to
Not
call.
only that, but you're telling me that she does this all the time? Let me
Do
see.
you go back and forth? You can tell the judge yourself.
I have a travel visa. I have a visiting visa for the US, which is a 10-year visa, and also have a H2 visa, which is a work visa. I worked in Utah. I work in South Dakota, South Carolina, Massachusetts, Florida for the past 5 to 6 years, back and forth. And I also do
then you should
extensions.
Prove all this.
Yes, I do. The currency office do have my passport with my visa currently stamped in it.
So let's do this. Let's roll it to tomorrow, because I don't think now it's, wow, is it already 11:30?
Yes.
Holy moly.
So they do have it downstairs in the old.
Tomorrow, I want proof that she does all this international travel routinely, so we know that she's not just trying to take off.
No, sir.
And then I'd like you to reach out to them to see why is she an international flight risk. Is it a 2B?
It is.
You know, I'd like to know how they justify saying that, right? Or if you just think because she's on a flight now. I don't know. That's why.
I'm perfectly willing to call. I'm just obviously aware of making the call to DHS regarding the pending Pennsylvania charge. I don't know what's going to trigger so. Because she doesn't have an accent right now, but because she's on a visa in terms of what they decided to vote.
This is crazy.
So like I said, I'm willing
Because
to.
then ICE is going to put a hold on her.
That's what I mean. It's like I'm
ICE is going to do it regardless.
ICE has not put a hold.
No. If she's here with the proper documentation, they're not going to put a hit on her. If she's here with the visas, then there's no reason for her to put a hit.
Judge, they're deporting students nowadays, but hey, that's okay. All right, I'd like to put you on the email with medical about the breast pump. I find that outrageous.
Yes, I will help you with that. Don't worry. But I'm not prepared to set her a bond yet with Mr. Kim saying the international, and then she's on a flight to Jamaica.
We'll get the proof. I'm gonna have to zoom in tomorrow though, but I'll get it handled.
Sure, of course.
Yes, Judge.
How are you, Judge? Good morning.
Good morning.
Still, yes. Judge, I'm here on Jesus Figueroa. It's approaching on a plea. You're on?
Okay, are you ready? Oh, it's a second DWI? Is it a true first?
Is it true first?
Okay, I'm okay with it. Come on. That's why I was true. Got it. Okay. All right. Good morning, Mr. Figueroa. Good morning. Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. It looks like the state is going to reduce that, take off the enhancement. So now you're facing only 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement where they're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 2 days that you have done. You need to understand that this charge will now go on your record as of today. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. What we're doing today, from now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. No more proverbial slaps on the wrist. Do you understand? You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, there's no turning back. Do you understand?
Yes.
This is what you want to do.
Yes.
How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? I'm going to find you guilty. I will follow the agreement, sentence you to 3 days in jail, granted you credit for 2. I'm now going to suspend your license. I have to. I'm going to suspend it for the minimum, which is 90 days. From now on, you get pulled over. An officer's going to see this. Even the faintest smell of alcohol, dope, anything, you're going to go down. So don't get into a car, even if you've had a sip. You understand?
Yes.
All right, good luck. Thanks, Josh.
And we filed a DPS waiver search.
I'm going to waive your fines and fees that would normally be $4,500. That's what you would normally owe with a case like this. You pick up a second DWI, it's $6,000. Do you understand?
Yes.
And a minimum of 30 days in jail. Get the clue. All right, good luck.
You can.
Thanks.
Judge, I have another case. Last name is Said, S-A-I-D. I'm here, Attorney Russell Newman is in trial. He wanted me to take care of this case, but he's not present. He's not here today, Judge.
Okay. I'm going to end up revoking it then. He was supposed to go.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Do you know Said? Did he show up?
We got notification that he did not.
Got it. Okay. I'm going to end up revoking it.
Something his father has been in touch with me.
No, he's supposed to be here. This is the second time we've done this. The case,
It's old, yeah.
no, it's 250 days old.
Okay.
He knew it because I admonished him
Right. I
ad
don't know.
nauseum last time. So,
We'll see what we can do with it, Judge.
Right here, we're seeing a major turning point in the case strategy. PTI gets denied, and that's a big signal from the court. It means the judge isn't convinced this case should go through a diversion program right now. But notice what happens next. Defense immediately shifts to a compliance hearing request. That's not random. It's a tactical move focused on discovery gaps. Multiple agencies, missing body cam footage, and incomplete reports can seriously affect how strong the prosecution's case actually is.
thanks. Thank you. All right. 5,002 on both. Is this the
From
one?
last week,
Did you get it done?
We did. I just heard we got denied for PTI. Yeah, I'm shocked. I thought it was a good mitigation package.
Just due to the accident and the details of the driving fast, he was denied.
What do you want to do?
I'd like to set it for trial. Well, actually, I'd like to have a compliance hearing. There's some discovery that is missing. The state brought it to my attention. I'll let the state.
It's a so there was multiple agencies on the scene. It appears that we only received discovery from one of the agencies and the other agency did not submit discovery to us. I have watched the footage and I've been able to identify the other officers on scene and I've been in contact with them. I just haven't received the discovery yet.
How long do you think? Have you spoken to them or no?
Yes, I've spoken to the,
What did they say? Do they have it?
they would need to look. I think there might be an additional offense report out there and I think there might be an additional body worn camera.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this. I'll set it for a compliance hearing on Friday. Subpoena the well,
I mean, you're judging, if we don't have this by then,
yeah, because the case is like,
case, right?
you know,
This is an issue I've seen with this particular agency.
what agency is it? What the flip?
I've seen it where their system goes by offense report number, but sometimes they may have a different offense report number. So then when the body worn camera comes back, it tracks to a different number. There's a way that HPD can pull it up by their own name, badge number, but we don't have access to that. We just pull it up by the offense report number. I've seen that in felony. It's bit me in the behind before when I was at trial where, you just don't know there's a body cam footage.
Okay. I guess Friday. Blaze, what do you think?
It's been
261 days.
I think if we are telling the officer, like, you need to have it by then, I'm hoping that lights a fire.
Okay, Friday.
I have a scheduling issue for Friday, Judge.
Zoom in.
I can zoom in. Well, what if he's going to do a plea? Well, I guess it's, we'll see if it comes.
See if it comes.
Yeah, I think they may dump it.
It's,
Okay.
okay.
Can I wait my client's appearance though? Okay. Thank you, Judge. I appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning, Judge. I was here on Friday on two cases, which is Manuel Cooch, COC, and then CUZ.
Yes.
And he's in custody, Judge, but right now he's in the 177.
Okay, we'll roll with tomorrow.
Yes, sir. And then another defendant is Neil White, and he was in custody and being processed on Friday, but it appears he made bond over the weekend, and he's not here, Judge. And he's got a bond violation, Mr. White bond violation report, and the state has filed a motion to revoke and raise. And he didn't check in, Judge.
PR bonds on all these cases.
Neil?
Hey, Trey, White is in custody, right?
No.
No, I don't.
It's all said he's in custody.
At you going? You got Neil White? I'm showing bond made.
Yeah, the anthem separate by clause. So you make sure you get.
I mean, he's supposed to be here for these cases today. I mean, I guess maybe they get him a 7-day setting. I don't know.
And then you need another shirt on
White.
They just had to get the next, yeah, I just.
So what's probably gonna happen is he got a 7-day setting.
He's got what, sir?
He got, when they bond out, they get 7-day settings normally, okay? I'm assuming that they probably gave him 7-day settings on everything. What I'd like to do is put him on for Friday. So if you have a good number, please reach out to him and let him know that we're going to put him on docket for Friday.
will, Judge.
He has to be
I
here,
will.
okay?
And the other gentleman carried till tomorrow. Thank you.